I've decided that I'm going to eat at every sit-down location on Disney property, but free will isn't nearly as fun, so...
So for over a year now, I've been on a mission to eat at every quick service location on Disney property. And ever since then, people have been wanting me to do every sit-down location on Disney property. And I've wanted to too, but it's just a bit more of an undertaking because there's a lot more of them, and it's pretty expensive to do this. But I'm here to announce the sit-down series starts today. I will be eating at every sit-down location on Disney World property. A lot slower than I'm eating at the quick service locations, but I will still be doing it nevertheless.
In the meantime, let's spin and see what the spinner has in store for our first episode. We're going to a resort. All right, there are a lot of resort options. Look at all that. And we are landing on Sebastian's Bistro. All right, cool.
So Sebastian's Bistro is a family-style sit-down restaurant at the Caribbean Beach Resort.
Its namesake and its theming is a reference to The Little Mermaid and the character Sebastian that you'll find in it.
It actually opened pretty recently in 2018. Before then, it was a restaurant called Shutters in the same location, but it closed in 2017 to make way for Sebastian's Bistro. And at first, it was actually an a la carte menu, which is your more traditional, you look at a menu and you order what you want from it and you pay for it that way. But in 2021, it shifted over to the family style, pay one price, get all your food that we see now. You're gonna hear me say this in every episode of the Sit Down series, but I would highly recommend getting a reservation for any place that you want to eat at Disney. Disney does offer walk-up lists for a lot of their sit-down locations, and you can put your name on it and wait the amount of time that they need you to wait. And while this works great if you're just kind of walking through the park or at your resort and you don't really know what you want to eat, and sure, let's put our name on a walk-up list, if you have a location in mind that you want to eat at, I highly recommend getting a reservation. Not every restaurant is going to offer walk-up lists depending on its popularity that day. And even if they do offer a walk-up list, it could be a crazy long walk-up list. So I just highly recommend, if you have a place in mind that you want to eat, check the My Disney Experience app, make a reservation. You will thank yourself later. But if you did want to know what the walk-up availability at Sebastian's Bistro typically looks like, we went at around 4:30 on a Thursday, and the walk-up time was 15 minutes. So it's really not bad for this place, but still, if you've got your eye on it, I would make a reservation.
So with our reservation secured, let's go to the Caribbean Beach Resort for my first time at Sebastian's Bistro. All right, we're here at Sebastian's Bistro. Super exciting that this is the first sit-down restaurant. Hopefully it's not a letdown. Could you imagine I go and it sucks? I don't know. I hear good things about it, so I don't think that it would be too bad. I think the most exciting thing about doing a sit-down series is that we don't have to take any other transport. We don't have to do the hop a bus to Springs or the monorail or stuff like that, because when you have a sit-down reservation, you can just go to the resort. You can drive to the resort and they will let you park there as long as it's within 2 hours of your reservation. So that's super cool. It's right by the water, right by the pool. You walk right through the lobby and it's pretty much right there. It's also next to a pool bar, Banana Cabana. Very exciting, very, very pretty views. Yes, we're right by the Riviera, so you can see the Riviera as well, and the Skyliner. I wore my Little Mermaid shirt for the occasion, by the way, because it is Sebastian's Bistro after all. So that's really exciting. We snagged a 4:35 reservation. We're gonna check in and get going. And let's get ranking. Category 1, theming and seating. My first impressions of the theme in here, it's nice, it's cute in here, it's got a nice nautical vibe theme. I don't think it's overly themed like a lot of the other places we're going to. I don't think it'll get a 10 out of 10, but for what it is, it's very nice, got a good vibe in here. It is very relaxing. Emily said it's very relaxing, and I agree, which is exactly what a resort food court, exactly what a resort restaurant on the water should feel like. I like the theme. While this restaurant is small for a Disney restaurant, it is still really cozy. I think everything in the theming works really well for what it's going for. The nautical vibes are there. However, I know just how good Disney's theming can get. I know what restaurants we have yet to come. And not to be biased, but I know what a 10 out of 10 looks like. So while I don't feel I can give Sebastian's Bistro a 10 out of 10, even though I generally enjoy the theming, I do think that I can come pretty close and give it 7 crabs out of 10. Now, category 2, food. So Sebastian's Bistro is family style. This is a common practice that Disney likes to do with their restaurants. It means you pay a set price per person, and you're served multiple courses of pre-selected food. At Sebastian's Bistro, you pay $38 per adult and $20 per child, and you're served 3 courses of Caribbean-style food. You share with the whole family, and of course you can ask for seconds and more of anything you would like. And everything except for your drink is included in the price. Alright, so looking at the menu, I don't even have to because it is a family. Oh, they're yelling over there. There's a pool party happening, and she announced that it was 4:20, so it's very exciting.
Yeah, she went,
It is now 4:20. You know what that means? And I was like, what? Anyway, I don't even have to look at the menu because it is family style. You pay $38 and they give you a whole bounty. They give you rolls as a first course, then a salad, then your entrees and your sides as the third course, and then finally a dessert. So family style is always very exciting. I feel like it's a good bang for your buck because you can get as much as you want. You can ask for seconds, you can ask for as much as you want. Show up hungry to family style. And I'm starving right now, so very excited. I've also decided in this series that I will give a brief overview on what kids' meals typically look like here. Because I feel like for quick service, it's easier to kind of go somewhere else and find your kids somewhere they want. But for sit down, you're going to want to make sure that there's something your kids will eat on the menu. And for the kids' meal specifically, this is kind of a weird one to start with because Sebastian's Bistro doesn't have a kids' meal. You pay $20 per child and they are expected to eat what is on the family style platter. Kicking things off with my drink, I got the Sebastian Island Paradise, which is a mocktail, and it's a frozen blend of passion fruit, orange, and guava juices. So it's basically frozen pog juice. Alright, we're gonna try the Sebastian Island Paradise next. It's got pog juice in it, and I just said in my last video how much I love pog juice things, so let's see. Delicious, so sweet, so good. Love that flavor. Pog juice shines through. Highly recommend. Like I said, it is extra because it's your drink, but any drink you're going to get is going to be extra, so you might as well get something fancy and fun out of it, right? I will say that as much as I like this drink, I do think I like regular, unfrozen pog juice better, but for a pog juice fan, it still really hit the spot. Now for our first course, the appetizers. First off, they give us buttery house-baked pull-apart rolls, served with guava butter and a caramelized onion jam. Alright, first off, we're going to try the pull-apart bread. This looks amazing. This looks delicious. As the first course. Also, look how cute. Mickey Parmesan. Just saying. So this is the guava butter? Guava butter. Okay. That's really good. It's sweet, but not too sweet. I like the flavor a lot. It's very unique. Can't think of anywhere else you could get this. Very good. And the rolls themselves, delicious. Amazing. Perfect consistency. Great flavor. Love it. This is an onion jam. Very excited for this one. Let's see. Amazing. That's so good. I didn't think the flavor of the onion would work so well with the jam, but it works out really well. I feel like traditionally, these two flavors would be switched, and they'd make the guava like the jam, and they'd make the onion the butter. But I like that they didn't. It's a mixture. It's more unique. It's good. Big fan of the rolls. I'm always a big fan of the bread, though. It's the best part. All right, let's try the Parmesan crisp. Very fun, very Disney. Love it. I will say that as much as I liked the caramelized onion jam, the guava butter was by far my favorite of the two. And of course, the rolls were one of the items that I asked for seconds of. I just couldn't get enough. But in this course, they also give you a spice necklace salad with spiced candied pumpkin seeds, tropical fruit, radish, and a key lime dressing. Alright, next I'm going to try this salad. I don't really know what's in it. I think I'll include that post-production. But there's mandarin oranges on it, which is very exciting. Very good, very light. I think the dressing might be some kind of vinaigrette. I'm a fan of that. Not better than the rolls, though. Nothing could be better than the rolls, but a nice salad to accent it. Now moving on to the main course, which they call Taste of the Caribbean. Your main course is going to consist of oven-roasted citrus chicken, slow-cooked mojo pork with a mango sambal, grilled chili-rubbed beef with mojito relish, and a sustainable baked fish with a Veracruz sauce. Alright, so we got our main course here. There's a whole bunch going on, so let's talk through it. First off, we got some chicken. I don't know what kind of chicken. Again, post-production, that's what it's for. I love the flavor on that chicken. It's so good. We try the skin. That's so good. Full of flavor. Absolutely love that. Can't think of a chicken at a restaurant I've loved more than that in recent memory. That's really good. I'm very picky about chicken on the bone. That was very good. Alright, next we're gonna try the steak. I don't like steak. It's too chewy. One time I almost choked on it as a kid. It scarred me. But I'm gonna try it. Let's see. The flavor's good. I'm just not a steak girly. I do really like the flavor on it. If you do like steak, I think you'll be a big fan of that. To share Emily's thoughts on the steak, since I don't like steak, she did like it. If anything, she thought it was just a bit too watery. But overall, the vibes were good on the steak. I'm gonna try my fish next, because Emily doesn't like fish, so I'm gonna go a bit off script here, so. I didn't think I was going to like that as much as I did. I don't normally like fish as much as that. I really like that topping. Whatever's on top, it's amazing. It adds a lot of flavor. It goes really well with the fish. That is delicious. Big fan. Love that too. All right, let's try this pork. You know I love pork. I also love mango flavored things, and there's like a mango relish on top of it. So let's see. That's really good. The meat is so full of flavor. The mangoes are really fresh and really flavorful as well. I think I'm just used to like quick service pulled pork. And I'm like, that's so good. There's so much flavor like in that meat. Delicious, amazing. You know how much I love pork. That made me so happy. Even without sauce. I'd eat this without sauce, which is a huge compliment to pork. The Taste of Caribbean does also come with some sides, including cilantro rice and beans, vegetable stew, and grilled seasonal vegetables. For us, it was broccolini. All right, we're trying the rice next. That's really good as well. It's got a lovely cilantro flavor. I feel like a chef. A lovely cilantro flavor. But it does. It's really good. It's mild enough that it doesn't overtake it, but it's definitely there. You can taste the cilantro. Really good. Really big fan. Alright, next we're going to try curry vegetables. Isn't curry normally spicy? Nervous. What if it's spicy? Alright, we'll find out. A little spicy. I'm sorry, I'm a baby. I don't know if those are for me. But then again, I don't know that curry is for me. It has a sort of bitterness that I'm not used to and don't particularly like. But if you like curry and you like Emily loves Indian food and you like it, right? Yeah, she's nodding. She likes it. The rice is more my style. All right, and last but not least, the broccolini. Very tall broccoli. That's what? I thought you said gross. I was like, well, I disagree. I think it tasted really good. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can taste that it was grilled, and that's really nice. Tastes really fresh, really good flavors. Oh no, everything on this plate is really solid. Even the things that like aren't for me, like the steak and the curry vegetables, are still good, and I think you'd like them if they're your vibe. I think my favorites are the cilantro rice and the pork, but that's surprising no one. Really good. I like this. Now, without further ado, I'm gonna enjoy it without my camera on. And I know you're wondering, after all that, how could you possibly have room for dessert? Well, I'm glad we did, because dessert is their house-made coconut pineapple bread pudding, served with a caramel sauce and vanilla ice cream. Just look at that pour. I knew this was gonna hit the spot. All right, it is dessert time. We have a coconut pineapple bread pudding with ice cream on top, vanilla ice cream. It looks really, really good. I didn't even get any ice cream. Oh well, let's see. That's really good. The pineapple flavor is so good in that. It goes great with the bread. The ice cream on top just really drives it home there, and caramel, that drizzle over the top, oh, it's so good. I also like that they serve it on the side, so if you're not the ice cream fell. If you're not a caramel person, you don't have to. So how can you not be a caramel person? I just got a bite of the vanilla ice cream with caramel. So good. It reminds me of something that they serve you at the Polynesian, which is great, because this is significantly less money than Ohana is. That was a good bite. This is so good. Perfect dessert. And a really good meal. All right, we just finished eating at Sebastian's Bistro. I really liked the food. I think it was really good. I don't think it was any different in quality from the other like family style places that you can go to, but it costs significantly less. which is awesome. If I add a value category, which I'm thinking of doing, we'll see. You'll know by now if I did. I think it would have really, really good value for what you get. I think my favorite part was either the rice or the rolls. The rolls for sure, actually.
The pork.
I liked the pork too. That was also part of my favorite part. Overall, I liked the rolls
Like the pork.
and the dessert, and honestly, just everything was so good. What was your favorite part?
I liked the chicken the best.
I did really like all the food I had here today, and while there were some misses, a majority of them left a positive impression on me. So I'm gonna give the food 8 crabs out of 10.
Category 3, value.
So value is the new category that I've added for the sit-down restaurants. Will this restaurant give you a bang for your buck? Now, I'll only be scoring this one out of 5 because, you know, good food is good food. If it's expensive, that doesn't mean I don't think you should get it, and I don't want value to ruin the score too much. I think theme and food are a little bit more important. But for Sebastian's Bistro, I would definitely say you get a bang for your buck. It is the cheapest out of all the family-style restaurants on Disney property, and the quality of the food is not diminished because of that. So I do think I'm gonna give the value a perfect 5 crabs out of 5.
All right, lastly, did I discover something? Would I choose to eat here over the other sit-down restaurants that I could be eating at the resorts? Absolutely, I would. I think the value, what you get for the price, is really good. I think you're still getting really, really good, really high quality food, but you're only paying $38 per person instead of $60 per person. And that's great. Sure, I think the theming might not stack up quite as much as the other all-you-can-eat locations, but the quality of the food is the most important part, and it definitely does. So I do highly recommend Sebastian's Bistro. I think it's a little hidden gem at the Caribbean beach. You should totally try it. So Sebastian's Bistro clocks in at a 20 out of 25. And since this is the first episode of the series, that places it in the number 1 spot. Truly a really great score for the start of the Sit Down series. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a like and comment below. And subscribe to this channel. I spin this wheel every single week. So we'll see what's next.